Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go here on Monday night. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. On now comes the punt team for the Jets, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. And this one will not be returned. Not the best of kicks, as it's going to wind up being touchdown. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Ravens.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's their punter now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. All run play. This is Hill. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second down, Jackson. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what
in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. Third down coming up.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They'll motion over Metcalf. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
They'll try to sneak it here. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Justice Hill. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. First and 10.
Alert! Alert!
The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 17-yard line. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And this one is caught by Pierce. And the Jets are going to have themselves a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 7-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
70 Lion! Unlock Lion!
They'll try to run it with Hall. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill, but This defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and
he's going to be taken down. Could not get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over. Stopped on 4th and goal.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
They'll begin here on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. 14-0 is our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back after this. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. A throw on the move is caught. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Now, Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
this just kills you as a defensive coordinator. Here you are thinking you're going to get a 3-and-out, get off the field, pick up some momentum for your team, and you allow the quarterback to get loose with his legs, and he's able to pick up just enough on 3rd down to convert, and now you got to go back out and defend a fresh set of downs.
On the ground, they'll go with Hill. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Jackson out of the pistol. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one. Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
3rd and long. On play action, here's Jackson. This is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That's taken in at the 50. And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. To the air now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Got it. Ready?
So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. That one is good. And the Jets get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And that's going to be short, not making it to the landing zone. So this means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Come on, come on. Report. Get on.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And that is incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
We'll go with the drop play here on 2nd down. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. So that pass interference in the end zone puts the pressure on the defense. It is 1st and goal from the 1. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Here's Hill. He slams it in there, and he is in. Justice Hill. Touchdown, Ravens. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is caught downfield by Pierce. That throw right on the money for the former Miami quarterback, and it's a 1st down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. Back to throw. He's going to run it.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Here we go, set.
They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They're going to go, and it's Hall. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down. Lamar going to work from the pistol. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Let's give credit where credit's due. Defensively, finding yourself down by this much at this stage of the game, they could just pack it in. They could say, all right, this one's over. We're moving on to next week. They're continuing to play hard. They're continuing to get after the quarterback, and nice start to this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Play action now. Jackson connecting with the tight end. That's Fant.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He manages to give the throw away and completes it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst-case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So, big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
At the 20-yard line.
Jackson gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's in! Noah Fant! Touchdown, Baltimore. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's complete. It's Malachi Corley. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
He was looking for Malachi Corley. It's 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by him, there is a lot of space open underneath.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And this will be tracked down and intercepted. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Over the middle, that's Corley. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. Down the field, he's got Corley. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Ravens 28, Jets 3.
Hi, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. Off the play fake, Jackson. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He's going to air one out for Metcalf. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
He's going to dial up another deep ball.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and we'll bring up 3rd down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because So far, this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going.
Jair Alexander is there to bat that one away.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line, it stresses your quarterback, it stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Sit up!
And he gets this up close to the 40. That's Jermaine Johnson there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Alrighty. Go. Alrighty. Finish up. Finish up.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down. The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. But for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
This brought in out past the 20. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run. This is Hall. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here. Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
A gain there of 15. And the Jets have a 1st down.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out. He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy.
That's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
In the pistol, Jackson ready. Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last two throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next two drives, come out here, establish the run, go to ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll motion over Pierce. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Ritter. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Here's Ritter to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down. Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. They'll run. It's Hall. And he'll go down. Back at the 4. Task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal. And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
Here we go. Panther 11.
They'll try to throw for it with Ritter. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal. Back near his goal line, Jackson. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Hey, Alpha, it's right. It's right.
They'll run here with Hill. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. 3rd down, 3 to go.
Hey, middle. You. Sit up.
Now Jackson. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. So we are through 3. Back with more. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Hey, middle. Alpha.
Throwing Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Hey! Get up!
Jackson out of the pistol. He'll try to run for it. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Third time tonight he's been intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. Now Ritter on first down. That one taken in by Corley. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Now the Ravens use their first timeout.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Ready?
He'll throw on first down with Ritter. Got his man at the 6. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got it. Now from the 7, it's second and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up third and goal. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Out of the gun, it's Ritter. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead, and the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line.
Quit.
A pair of first downs gives them first and 10, up at the 40. Lamar going to work from the pistol. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Big strides. Look at him go. And he will score. Noah Fant. Touchdown, Ravens. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more. Back to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on first and 10. From the gun, it's Ritter. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's Ritter. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. That's caught! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. Now Ritter, and he'll take it on in. Smith. Touchdown, Jets. On now, Cade York for the point after. Oh, do you believe it? It's no good. That is his first extra point miss of the season. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. Now an opening past the 30.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Don't worry. What? I don't know.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Throwing now. Ritter on 1st down. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
That's good for a
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Ritter. There is his tight end, Disley. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. On 2nd down, Ritter.
At the 43-yard line.
That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. They go play action with Ritter. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver. And
that's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On run play, this is Hill. And they'll get him down, but not before he takes this across the 30-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
He's going to let this one go deep. That is hard. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. Pistol formation with Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. However, penalty marker on the field. Will it negate the sack? Now it is 1st and goal. And the pistol, Jackson ready. This one caught at the 4. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more. He'll drop to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for 2, and it does not pan out. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Off the fake. Here's Ritter. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome?
That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Jackson now to throw on first down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And he's going to go out of bounds with no time remaining on the clock.